Cart, hello. It's been a while. It's your first pre-season as a head coach. How have you found it?
Busy, hectic, but ultimately very enjoyable. I expected it to be a busy time and a busy period, and in all honesty, I haven't stopped since the end of the season. The summer was very active, a lot of phone calls, a lot of meetings, a lot of messages. So, but yeah, sitting here today, looking at it as a whole, the summer and now pre-season, I'm very pleased with where we're at. There's been a lot of hard work gone in on and off the pitch. So, yeah, very positive with the place we're in at the moment.
And you've had time now to implement your style of play. How have the players taken to that?
Very well, and again, there was a lot of hard work to try and keep the core of what we had last year. And there was always going to be a turnover of players, and I think any season or any end of season sees that, especially when you switch divisions, whether that's up or down. So, a few have obviously gone out the door, and we've managed to bring a fair few in. And I think it's helped that core that I mentioned have been able to help the newbies coming in just on some of our principles and our identity that we put in place last year, because there was a lot of really good stuff that we built in the second half of last season, defensively and attacking wise, and we want to build on that. So setting them foundations, getting the new players accustomed to that, but also then looking forward to what we're going to be about this year and the style of play and just the personnel now that we have at our disposal. So it's been good to get the group together. The intensity of training has been excellent, and the standard as well has certainly risen.
And you mentioned style of play there. What can we expect from your Birmingham City this season? Obviously, it's a much different season to last, so what can we expect?
Yeah, I think last season we were a transitional team. We didn't have the ball a lot in games. We were a low percentage possession team. So, we want to flip that a little bit this year. We want to go and dominate the ball a bit more. And I think it does change season to season. And again, it is about personnel and what you've got at your disposal. So, but we do want to try and dominate the ball a bit more this year and have a real attacking intent. But also having that backbone, that spine defensively that I thought we showed really some fantastic glimpses towards the end of last season. Certain games where we looked really resilient and solid. So yeah, it's getting that balance right. That's what any team is about. You want to always pride yourself on your defensive game, but also then be a real threat in the attacking half. So we've worked both sides, and we're looking to find that balance.
And how important is it for the players to have that almost that switching mentality this season? Teams will be looking at us and coming and wanting to beat us, and knowing that we're one of the bigger teams in the championship, so it will almost be a scalp for them. So how have you managed that mentality shift for the players?
I think it's in any game of football you have to earn the right. I know that gets bandied about a lot, but it's facts. Whatever game you go into, whatever opposition you're playing, whether that's higher opposition, lower opposition, you have to earn the right in any game. So that's our foundation. That's the identity of this team. That we're going to first and foremost work our socks off. We're going to give absolutely everything, have the right intensity, and then your quality shines through. So going into this season, yes, it is a switch of mindset a little bit. Obviously, last year we were battling against some big clubs and big teams and some fantastic players. And when you come down a division, there's still some very, very good teams and very good players. But there's an expectancy now, and we expect a lot from ourselves anyway. They're a great group. They're honest. But we've got high ambitions for ourselves, and we want to push, to get to them levels. So, yeah, excited. And again, it's just all about hard work. That's all it is on the training field, putting in the hard yards, and listening to the information, taking it on board, and getting better each day. And that's what we've focused on.
And you've now got Jo Potter working alongside you as assistant head coach. How have you found that working relationship with her? But also, as how have the players taken to her? She's obviously got a lot of experience playing, and now as a coach from when she was at Coventry United as a coach.
I think firstly I can't be without her now. I've learned very quickly that she's literally my right arm. So yeah, listen, I think to get Jo to the club was huge for us. I knew at the time when we managed to get it all done and dusted, what an impact that would have, not only for supporters seeing one of their own coming back, but just the players, and you've seen it from day one. The players love Jo. They love the way she is as a coach, a detail, a passion for the game and for coaching, and she's been excellent, and she's been there and done it. She's got the CV to prove it. So it's great that the players have got that to lean on, and that person to go to, and the experiences they're going through. She's seen it all and done it all. So that's great for me to have that next and alongside me and driving it. And yeah, she's a born winner. So that energy, it oozes into the players and translates to them. So yeah, it's great. Yeah, as I said, I don't know what I'd do without her now.
And I know both of you have been working really hard behind the scenes to bring in 8 summer arrivals. How pleased have you been with the business that you've managed to do this summer?
I'm delighted because it's my first proper go around of a transfer market, and we obviously identified a lot of players, but the ones that predominantly we wanted to go after, we've managed to get over the line. And again, it was about selling what we want to do this year. The way we want to go about it, the environment we want to create here now, and changing that narrative that I said at the end of last season around this team and around this club. So I feel like we've done that now, and we're on a real positive trajectory, and there's a real positive momentum now around the place. So to get really high caliber players in the door, I think shows the intent now that we want to continue with, and there's some real quality there as well. So I'm excited, really excited for the individuals. They're all different. They all bring something different as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see them get going and getting the season going.
And with the existing group that we have here and adding those 8 summer arrivals, we've got a good blend of youth and experience, but also a lot of the new arrivals have won the championship previously. How important of a trait was that when you were recruiting these players for our season ahead?
I think it's huge when you look at experiences players have had, and certainly winning leagues, and certainly winning the league that you're currently in. They've experienced it, they've lived it. So they will, even if it's subconsciously, know what's expected, how you're going to go about winning this league. So and they know the feeling ultimately of winning it. So yeah, that will drive the others on. And then I said, we've got some players who have never dropped down this level. They've always played at a higher level, still playing internationally. So we've got some great experience and real leaders in the group. So and as you mentioned, still got the youth that are coming through, and I'm really excited to continue that pathway. You're seeing Abby Cowie coming through, and Delphi Cole and Abby Jenner and Luann Worsley. So there's players that are there and ready, and there's even more now in the RTC that are coming through. So yeah, very excited now for, as I say, where we are as a team and as a club.
And going into Sunday, we've got our final pre-season friendly against Reading. We've had a few good tests already this pre-season. How good of an opportunity is it for you to see where the team are at playing against a good WSL opposition?
Yeah, I think you always structure pre-season to build it up, and your last friendly is always a test. And I think it's a really good one for us, as you mentioned. So obviously Reading will be a little bit behind us because they start a little bit later, but as you say, the quality that they'll possess and the tests that they'll give us will show kind of where we're at, and a little benchmark for us. And we're hoping we can go and put in a really good performance that will give us a real confidence then going into the season opener. So yeah, as I say, I'm just excited now. It seems like it's been a long summer, and pre-season, is always You can drag on a little bit. You want to get to the competitive stuff, but yeah, we're ready. And Sunday will be the last, challenge before we go into the real stuff.
Well, Carts, thanks for joining us, and good luck for Sunday.
Thank you.